Sai Gon John here with the bonus bomb here on Octane Infinity TV. Right now it's 2's versus 7's. I want to start with the East. It's number 2 Orlando versus the Charlotte Bobcats. The number 7 Bobcats make the NBA playoffs for the first time, and they draw the reigning champion of the Eastern Conference, the Magic. The Magic went 3-1 against the Bobcats during the year, and only really one of those games was before the trade for Steven Jackson. Would Captain Jack make a world of difference in this series? I'm not too sure about that. His matchup at the 2 is against Vince Carter, who I feel has been playing incredibly well, particularly for the last 2 months. And the Bobcat backcourt is going to have their work cut out for them for sure. What about the front court though? Tyson Chandler is hurt. No shock there. He's got hip and elbow injuries. Then there's the aging Theo Ratliff, who I think hurt his shin the other day. On the other side of the ball is Dwight Howard. This guy's going to probably win the Defensive Player of the Year, no doubt. He's, for the second straight year, led the league in rebounds and block shots. And he is just going to dominate. So, Charlotte, I'm glad you made the playoffs this season, but you're not going to get any more than one win against Orlando. So I am picking the Magic. Woo! Orlando in, I think, 5 games. So I'll just say Orlando in 5. Let's move out west now, particularly to the southwest. It's number 2 Dallas taking on number 7 San Antonio. The Spurs were my bold preseason pick to win it all this year, but let's see what we got. Oh, the Dallas went 3-1 against San Antonio this year, and only 5 wins really separate these two teams this season, and the Spurs were hit with injuries. So I think this is going to be an interesting series. Now, the Mavs have depth, and they're really going to need it in case this series goes long. But they'll have to bury the Spurs fast if they're going to win this series. It's really up to Jason Kidd right now. He's 37 years old. That window is about to close for him. His matchup at the point are against 2 guys who are hurt. George Hill recently sprained his ankle, and Tony Parker is kind of been struggling since his return from a broken hand. So he's going to really need to take advantage. He and both Jason Kidd and Jason Terry will definitely need to take advantage. Now, Caron Butler and Sean Marion, those guys better show up too. Their matchup isn't going to be easy. Manu Ginobili has been a beast. It was the player of the month last month, if I'm not mistaken. And now, while Richard Jefferson has had a disappointing year, this guy is still a winner, folks. He's been to the NBA Finals before, and he's playing on a very poised Spurs team. Dirk Nowitzki will also need a light at the scoreboard, but Tim Duncan and the Spurs have always been a terrific defensive team. They're going to lock down the Mavericks, and the Spurs usually turn it up during the playoffs. So I don't know. I'll probably be the only one to say this, but I am picking the Spurs in 7 games. The Mavs are choke artists in the playoffs, and I don't think this year is going to be any different. So that's it for the 2 7's from the bomb shelter here inside Octane Infinity TV studios. I am Sai Gon John, the bomb from Vietnam. I'll see you next time versus the 3's versus 6's.